Hello, everyone. My name is B, and today we're going to be talking about the Premier League, of course. It's the weekend, so games are being played. I just seen Spurs draw to Brighton. Very interesting because they were leading up until the very last moment where Brighton scored a goal. Very Spurs thing to do, but shout out to Brighton, doing what they can. Ended 2-2. The next game will be Chelsea versus Manchester United. Um, Predictions for that, it's really hard because Chelsea and Rosenia should be good on paper, but they don't really perform as well as they should. And then the same thing with Manchester United. Like, they have a great squad. It's just something usually goes wrong for them, unfortunately. Um, Maybe a draw, maybe a boring draw, maybe a cracker of a draw, but I can't really pick a favorite out of those two. If I didn't go with a draw, I would say Man United come out on top by a little bit. But I want to talk about the Arsenal Man City game because obviously that's going to be the one to talk about. Tomorrow, um, Arsenal first in the Premier League versus Man City, who is second. Wow. What a game that is going to be at the Etihad. Um, Head-to-head record in the last 5 matches, where 2-0, obviously, in the Carabao Cup final, 1-1 in the Premier League, 5-1 in the Premier League, 2-2 in the Premier League, and 0-0 in the Premier League. The recent form of run of matches for them, Man City have a draw, a loss, and 3 wins leading up to this game. And Arsenal have 2 losses, 1 win, another loss, and a draw leading up to this game. Doesn't look too well for Arsenal. Like I said, this really depends on the tactics of Mikel Arteta. I don't think Pep is going to overthink this one, but Mikel Arteta has the squad to beat him. He's done it, what was it, 5-1? Yeah, 5-1 in the past. I believe he could do it again. It's just, what is he going to choose to do today? Play some good football, good entertaining football, or haram ball, um, you know, Premier League kind of just middle table, avoiding relegation zone tactics. And obviously, he's not doing any of those things, but those are the kind of tactics he's pursuing. Um, it's because it's very unentertaining and very disappointing for the Arsenal fans. Like I said, I've been watching this Arsenal squad since the Arsenal team since Alexis Sanchez, and I can tell you firmly, I don't believe in this squad. Or I do believe in the squad. I don't believe in the coaching, I guess. Just because Mikel Arteta has the potential, the squad has the potential, but for some reason it doesn't go through. So there must be a problem on whatever's going on in the back end, of course. And it's most I don't know what it is. I don't know if the players suck or if Mikel Arteta doesn't believe in them. The way he speaks in press conferences is kind of um, nervy for someone who wants to see the team succeed. He doesn't really talk about injuries at all, and he puts on the act like the team is bigger than it is and that they are stronger than what they are. But on the pitch, it tells a completely different story where they play with this kind of submissive behavior and just really not the highest quality of movement and positioning. Well, the positioning is actually great. It's just really the movement forward is not anything good for them. Um, that's really all I wanted to say. So if Arteta can fix the positioning and the movement, or the movement, I mean, forward in the last third of the field, then yeah, I feel like they should come out on top. But if Arteta doesn't fix that, then expect 100% a Man City win. Or there's also the possibility that Mikel Arteta goes super defensive and goes out for a draw. Because if they do get a draw, that's what taking points away from City, right? And then let's look at the standings. If they get a draw, Arsenal would be at 71 and City would be at 65. Um, they still got 6 games left, so I don't think that would be, uh, or well, Arsenal would still have 5 games, but I don't think that would be the best idea. But sure, it would, you know, slow them down, I guess. But yeah, this is not good for Arsenal. Really disappointing, but it is what it is. We will see tomorrow. Um, and then I apologize for like not posting as much as I should be. Just because I've been like lazy and tired from work. Came home at like 10 p.m. And I was like, nah, I do not want to finish the video. So I'm finishing it right now. Like I said, after I'm watching the Spurs game and right before the Chelsea Manchester United game. What other fixtures do we have for tomorrow in the Premier League? I'm gonna just go to the ESPN schedule. Maybe I could talk about a little bit more of great um, matches tomorrow. And then I'll probably be able to make a video right away tomorrow um, for that, for the reaction of the Spurs and or not Spurs, Man City, Arsenal. So Aston Villa versus Sunderland, probably Aston Villa, of course. Liverpool versus Everton. Liverpool have been on a stinker recently, so I'm going for Everton win just because it is a derby for them. Nottingham Forest versus Burnley. I would say Nottingham Forest. They need the points, and I feel like they have the quality to beat Burnley. And obviously Manchester City win, maybe a draw, but I do not see them. I do not see Arsenal winning if they do not change their tactics or the way they move up front. What Munich plays? What is that? Strasbourg? Or no, Stuttgart. My bad. I don't know. I don't know every club, man. But probably a Bayern Munich win, obviously. No real competition there. In the Serie A, they got a team fighting for relegation. I don't know what their name is versus Torino. So probably Torino. I don't think they would get beat that easily. Milan versus Verona. Probably Milan. Genoa versus Pisa. Yeah, Genoa is gonna come out on top. And Juventus versus Bologna. Juventus easy. Um. PSG versus Lyon. I feel like PSG should win 100%. No doubt. If you like the championship, it's Ipswich Town versus Middlesbrough. I believe Ipswich Town should be winning that, right? I don't know how the standings are down there, but I've heard they're doing pretty well. The Portuguese Premier League, you have Sporting and Benfica. You know, I would have to check Benfica's form, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like they're doing good. Unfortunately, they lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League, but I don't think I would know enough to make a decision on this one. Maybe Benfica. Um, Probably an entertaining game to watch. Right after that Manchester City Arsenal game. What else do we got? Porto versus I don't even know what team this is. I'm so sorry. CDT. Porto's probably gonna win that. Anything else to go over? Do we want to go over La Liga 2 fixtures? I'd be down to cover all of these, but I'm not sure if people would be down to listen to them. Just because they are not the biggest teams. Oh, we got Petersburg versus I don't know what that is, and Wigan versus um, I'm so sorry, I don't know any of these teams, but English League One is very entertaining. I would say Petersburg goes through versus I don't know who that is, and probably whoever Wigan is going against is gonna slap them. I know that much. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, we got the River Plate versus Boca Juniors game at 1 p.m. my time. Definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, Santos versus Fluminense, and then Palmeiros versus I don't even know what the team is. Cap. Flamingo versus I don't even know. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna do more style of this because I want to be posting more often, and I gotta get more disciplined with it. So even if I am just going over fixtures and what I predict, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me also know what fixtures you would like to see covered, of what leagues, what teams, and if there's any like further in depth you would like to go, like maybe a watch along, or what do we learn from a game. But until then, give me ideas, help me, criticize me. I love the criticism. That's what I build off of. But I will leave you now. Adios. Stay fresh.